So let's begin. Do you remember the times when we needed to call taxi by phone or search for accommodation through the newspapers? That's where such companies as Airbnb and Uber came out with their disruptive technologies. And what's going on in the volunteer industry?
I paid £2,000.
7.5 million rand review.
It's frustrating when you see the amount of money that you hand over.
Look, here is one of the oldest volunteer organizations operating from 1984, accredited by the United Nations, which offers you to do 1 week program for almost $3,000 and charges $400 extra for the room. So how does the current customer journey of the volunteer look? In order to find the program, you go across the random websites which ask you to pay up to $4,000 for the week of the program you have no information about. You are filling the same questionnaires and submitting the same documents, even if you've done it many times before. Moreover, after you apply, you still need to wait up to 4 months until the company approves your candidacy. And this consideration process won't begin unless you pay the deposit. The process is so bad that potential volunteers are looking for the volunteer opportunities in the social media. And this is all happening while the demand for the volunteers is 7 times higher than the current supply. I've struggled desperately with these issues for the last 8 years and arrived to AE specifically to work on the solution. And here we present you MustBeUs, community-based two-sided online platform that facilitates access to volunteering around the world in 3 clicks. On the one side, it enables organizations to list their volunteer opportunities. On another side, it provides volunteers easy application process. Personal profiles, as well as rating and reviewing system, provide information about the volunteer organization and what is on offer. Vice versa, organizations can choose on their own who to invite for the program on the basis of profile and feedback of the previous volunteer organizations. Basically, MustBeUs disrupts the current product and provides an easy solution for those who need good ongoing volunteer service. So who is our customer? We are targeting well-educated and open-minded millennials who want to experience life, volunteering for the benefit of the society or for the improvement of their CVs. These are people like Hayato and me when we were volunteering in Brazil and Cambodia. The amount of people just like us who volunteer annually and pay this huge amount of money is 125 million volunteers. At the same time, according to the UN report, there are 970 million people around the world who would love to participate in the volunteer program, but can't afford it. Do you see this gap? We want to change this. So let's take a look at the competition. There are several organizations already established, but none of them are easy to use, cheap, and efficient. Basically, we will be pioneers who will disrupt the current conservative industry with our business model.
With the €10 premium subscription, fast candidacy approval, and gamification of the volunteering process, we expect to not only get the customers of our competitors, but also a large number of people who have never volunteered through an organization before. Would you prefer to pay up to €4,000 a week and wait for 6 months, or pay €10 for a service that solves all your problems? Too good to be true? Let's take a look at what we have achieved so far. Since May 2020, we have been working on the pilot and have achieved the product market fit and have raised the funds through the crowdfunding campaign in order to test our financial hypothesis. Here is a snapshot of our manual simulations in the last 2 months. We have been able to create a community with more than 700 volunteers using just a website and a Facebook page, and we have received payment from 11 people. Since the last 2 months, we have also acquired opportunities from more than 70 organizations in 22 countries throughout Asia, Africa, and Latin America, and have also developed partnerships with reputed organizations such as the World Economic Forum, Global Shapers, etc. With the current MVP, we have invested €40 into advertisements and have got almost 700 subscribers, of whom 11 have purchased our premium monthly packages. So far, our current customer acquisition cost is just €3.7, and we expect it to be 9.1 as we grow, while the lifetime value will be at least 3.3 times. This is our prototype. We have simplified the application process to just 3 clicks to create a very user-friendly experience that is key to our success. Yes, we have already validated our customer needs, we have an MVP running, and we also are getting revenues. At this moment, we are €149 cash positive. In order to reach the critical mass, we plan to partner with the top 10 leading universities, airlines, and banks, as well as expand our revenue streams by selling additional products. This is our financial projection. To reach break-even point by the end of the 2nd year, we expect to generate 10.6 million in revenues and 3.4 million of profit by the 3rd year. We have already invested more than $20,000 in this project. However, in order to satisfy our growth ambitions, we need to raise 250,000 additional. The 3 of us see the potential of this project. We are a group of people who are obsessed with social impact and have entrepreneurial and business development experience. After all, we do want to change the world. Thank you for your consideration, and we look forward to your feedback.
Amazing. Thank you, MustBeUs. Before we move